Happy Friday. So I feel really bad. My friend and I, Diane, we're going to go live together, and we just couldn't make the technology work. So I just thought I would jump in here because I promised yesterday to tell you about my house hunting. So our house sold and is supposed to close at the end of this month on the 30th. And we looked and we looked and we looked for homes. I mean, we looked, the 40th home, I think, was one I decided, okay, we could probably live in this home. We didn't have any other options. And of course, after living in this one here, I didn't think I could find another one like it anyway. So we placed an offer on this house, and then we never heard back from the agent, or we never heard back from the homeowner. And it was like 1 week, 2 weeks. Then we found out that the agent who was the agent of the seller quit. So that agent gave my agent, I know this is going to get confusing, gave my agent the seller's phone number, and we just couldn't get a hold of them. So what we decided to do is I decided, let's go look at another home. So this is 3 weeks later, and we go look at other homes last Tuesday morning, and lo and behold, the seller of the house that we wanted contacted us and said that he'd make a counteroffer. So we were fine with that. We were going to meet him in the afternoon, but in the morning we still had these homes that we had made appointments to go look for. So we went and looked at these homes, and I walked in the second one. I think it was the second one. I was like, get your pen out, Randy, because this is the home. So I wanted Dennis to see it, so he drove down and he saw it, and we were both, yes, this is the home. So we placed an offer on this home and found out that there was another offer coming in. And in fact, not one offer, but 2 offers. So ours was one of 3 offers. And so this was Tuesday. Tuesday night, we were supposed to hear by 9 o'clock. Didn't hear anything. And the next day, we heard that we bought that house. They accepted our offer. But in the meantime, I had that a tightness. I hate to say it was anxiety, because I don't really think that I'm that anxious about a lot of things. But here, for today, this is one of the things that I was thinking about. Oh no, I lost the page. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I talked to my sister a lot about this particular one. It's called Pray and Watch. And let me just read this to you, because this is what I was thinking about almost that whole day. That house, that second house, the one that I really love that we got, that house had only been on the market for 2 days. I think God didn't have that first buyer get back to us because he wanted us to have the house that I really loved. So anyway, the daily concept of this is pray and watch. And I'm not sure which particular fruit this is. You would think since I wrote the book I would know it, but no. All right. So I don't think this concept is in any leadership books. Statistically, 90% of the things that we worry about don't ever come to pass. Even if they do, most of the time, we don't have control over them anyway. I'll bet you can look back in your past and validate that many times, can't you? Worry not only wreaks havoc in our body, but it prevents us from being present in the moment and stops the creative process, period, in our minds. Peace is really elusive when we worry. So I was sitting at the airport once, waiting to fly to Orlando for another International Maxwell certification event. I was a volunteer, and I was helping with some facilitations. It was going to be a really busy time, and I started to feel anxious. But God brought back to my mind this memory. I stood at church maybe 4 years ago. During worship, I was thinking about the low numbers registered for the Life Options fundraiser, where I used to lead until last year. We were so close to the event, and the registration was way down. The annual event brings in much of the budget, and I started to what if, kind of like what I was doing with the house. What if not very many people show up? What if we don't bring in enough? What if? And then the words, pray and watch. Got it. Yep. God's peace enveloped me, and that anxiety disappeared. God can bring much with little attendance, is what I heard. And he really proved it that year. My devotion from Jesus today was focus on enjoying me in all that I am, even though your circumstances scream for resolution. Refuse to obsess about your problems and how you are going to fix them. Instead, affirm your trust in me. Wait hopefully in my presence and watch what I will do. This has got to be about the fruit of patience. That's all I can think about. So your daily reflection for today is, what do you do when you start to feel anxious? How can you cast aside your worry and affirm your trust in the Lord? So thought I'd share that with you today. And Diane and I think, are going to be able to do this together on Sunday. So happy Friday to you, and stay tuned. We'll talk some more.